OffBeat Sports Podcast presented by Celsius.
It's been a tale of two seasons for the Boston Celtics.
I probably aged about 10 years just from that series.
I'd probably compare myself to just a younger, smarter, more handsome, stronger Michael Jordan.
Let's go Celtics. Go Patriots.
These are guys who, when you give them a bowl of Cheerios in the morning, they finish every last drop of milk.
Absolute clown over here.
I'm ready when you are, baby.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the OffBeat Sports Podcast presented by... I'm Cross.
It's your boy, Harry.
And I'm Aiden.
And we're back today to talk some football. The NFL is back, baby, and we cannot be more excited. I mean, week one, a lot of fun, just having football back. I mean, it wasn't all as enjoyable for us Patriots fans, but I just love having football back. So we're going to do like a week one recap of all the NFL. We're not going to just talk Patriots because it was just ugly, and we'd rather just talk everything.
Who wants to sit here and talk about how terrible we played for
so
solid 20 minutes?
Yeah, so we'll go through we'll go through the best games of the week, worst games of the week, MVPs, surprise players, worst players, stock up, stock down. Go through everything, give you our rundown of week one and what we think about it.
Let's
all right,
get into
so
it, baby.
Best game of the week. What are we thinking, Harry? What was your favorite game to watch this week?
So definitely one of the most exciting games to watch was Pittsburgh versus Bengals. That's, in my opinion, not my best game of the week. Is kind of a toss-up for me. I'm thinking Indianapolis Colts versus the Houston Texans. That was a really fun game to watch. It was back and forth both sides of the ball the whole goddamn time. Like, oh my God, defense was huge in both sides of the ball, and it was just so fun watching both offense try and facilitate based on it. Each team had great players doing great games. But what I really got to give it to, Falcons versus Saints. Falcons versus Saints back and forth across the entire game was fantastic. Oh my God. Like, just watching Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill facilitate the offense the entire time and having Atlanta stay right behind them every single step of the way just to take that lead at the end, only for Jameis Winston to lead a drive to finish the game off, win by 2. That, in my opinion, was one of my most entertaining games to watch this entire week.
So I'm actually going to disagree with you. So I know you said Steelers and Bengals was most entertaining, but it wasn't the best. Honestly, yes, it was the most entertaining, which makes it the best game for me. Honestly, that game was one of the most fun games I've watched football in a while. Yes, the quality kind of sucked. I mean, Burrow turned the ball over 5 times. The Steelers defense played phenomenal. They had some injuries, though, and they probably should have lost anyway, but the Bengals should have won. They missed 3 kicks to win the game because their long snapper was out. I would say that's my best game of the week. I thought that was so exciting. I had a lot of fun watching that game, and I'm like, is this going to end? And I'm like, all right, this is going to be a tie. And then the Steelers march up, and they're able to kick a field goal. I mean, I don't think you can ask for a better game just competitively than that. I mean, yeah. So, Aiden, what are we thinking?
Yes, Bengals Steelers, definitely a good game. I caught some of that after the Pats game was over. But for my most entertaining game, I got to go with the Eagles and the Lions. I mean, the Eagles got off to a quick start with Hurts making big plays in the field, A.J. Brown making his presence felt by the Lions defense. But I think just seeing the Lions and their never give up mentality, they were down big. They could have just given up at halftime. And even into the third quarter, they were down big, but they kept fighting, they kept clawing, they got back into the game, and it was really entertaining to watch. A team that really struggled last year, looking to take steps forward this year. We got an inside look at them on Hard Knocks as well. So that was the most entertaining game for me, being able to see the Lions' improvement on the physical side of the ball with talent, but also mentally being able to lock into a game against what's going to be a very good team this year in Philadelphia.
Let's not forget, the Lions actually started that game on top. The Lions looked strong. Lions looked really good at the start of that game. That was another one up there for me, Aiden. I like that pick.
That was a fantastic game. I did not catch a lot of it, but just watching, because I watched like the red zones, all the touchdowns there, you kind of get to see all the scoring plays, and it definitely seemed like a fun game. I mean, I was working, so I only caught the games that I could watch on my phone, which was
I was sitting on my happy ass watching every single goddamn game that day. That was perfect.
Yeah, but I caught a lot of them, and that was definitely a good game. I mean, the Lions are a surprise team, so not a bad pick. Let's get into the worst games of the week.
I think it's
I got
pretty solid to say. I think I know what you two are both going to say as well. Patriots versus Dolphins.
Hold on. One more sleep.
Well, I already
One more
said it.
Hold on. One more sleeper pick for the best game. I forgot about this game, but I watched this game, and this was a fantastic game just because it was kind of crazy. Giants Titans. Giants
Oh my
had no
God.
business winning that game. Titans gave it to them. That was a fantastic game, and honestly,
Giants looked good. Giants
honestly,
looked
it was
actually
pretty
good.
entertaining.
Giants
they didn't
looked good.
They didn't look great. They looked okay, but the fact that they were able to edge out a win and
I
figure
don't think we've seen Derrick Henry get leveled like that ever.
Yeah,
Ever.
and
He got
I mean,
sent.
yeah, that's just my sleeper pick. I still think if I were going to go with another one, that was just from what games I watched. That was a fantastic game to watch. Now into the worst games of the week. Aiden, what do you got for me?
So, I mean, obviously watching
Harry, I know you were going
Patriots
first, but you
Detroit
got to go
was,
first in the last one.
Already,
So we're gonna give it to
said
Aiden.
mine.
We're giving it
But
to Aiden.
But I'm not gonna pick the Patriots game. I'll leave that one for Harry. He did already say it. So I'm gonna go with Thursday night football, Bills and Rams for me. I was expecting that to be a great game. You know, two very good teams. Bills really should have been in the Super Bowl if not for Mahomes' heroics there in the playoffs, and obviously the Rams, the defending champs. I expected that to be an offensive show. Both offenses on all game, high quality scoring on play from both teams, but it was really a one-sided affair. The Bills were just doing whatever they wanted on the field, and that was totally unexpected. I mean, you know, the Rams have a very good defense, and Allen was just picking them apart like it was nothing. The Rams couldn't really get much going on offense either. Stafford struggled. So that game was really a letdown for me. And I mean, as a Patriots fan, whenever the Pats lose, it's always going to be the worst game of the week, right? But I don't know. This one really kind of
just diminish my pick like that, Aiden. That's fine.
Especially considering it was the first game of the year that was not expected to be like that.
Yeah, Harry, what the hell are you talking about? So Harry, you're still gonna have to wait because I'm gonna give mine first.
Oh, wonderful, joyous.
Boom. All right. My worst game, again, not the Pats or the Dolphins, because that's a terrible pick. I don't even know why anyone would pick that. I'm just kidding. Honestly, I was gonna say Harry. All right, Harry's been fired from the OffBeat Sports podcast. We'll never see him again. All right, so my pick, I'm gonna get into it. Where is Harry? Harry, are you coming back? Whatever, screw him. All right. All right, I'm gonna get into mine.
Sorry, I didn't hear your pick because I didn't care.
I haven't given yet. I was shit talking you. All right. So my pick, Ravens and Jets game. I mean, it's just the Jets. You can't really expect. I honestly thought the Jets were going to be better than that.
Were you expecting much from them, Cross?
No, but like Joe Flacco returning.
Joe Flacco.
No, but Joe Flacco returning to Baltimore is a good story. You know, that like stuff like that always happens.
It's a storyline game, but then you look at the Panthers versus Browns, and it kind of didn't go the same way.
Yeah, I mean, I'd go probably. Oh, that's probably another good game. But for my worst game, I'm either going Ravens and Jets or Vikings and Packers. It's just two ugly games. Especially the Vikings and Packers one. Aaron Rodgers looked like crap. I mean, he's got nobody to throw to now. He had a wide open rookie just let the ball go right through his hands. On a deep ball. Just so ugly. And those are my picks. So, Harry, let's hear it.
You guys are gonna be surprised by this pick, but honestly, there were a lot of bad games this week. But if I really, really had to deep down think of one to pick, what would it be? I think I'd have to go with the Dolphins versus the Patriots. It was just a absolute.
Wait, really?
No way.
Shocker.
Wait, that's kind of whack. I would have never expected that.
Aiden said it himself. Being a Patriots fan, watching the Patriots get skunked like that, it's never a fun game to watch. But it just really showed you like how backwards in progress the Patriots are moving. when they should be taking all the steps to move forward. Like everything is looking like they're doing well. Everything like they're saying everything's going great, and you just see them slowly ticking farther backwards. And it's we made the same mistakes, if not more mistakes than we did week 1 of last year. You know what I mean? Like we should have gotten better in time. They should have learned from their mistakes. Bill, greatest coach of all time, should have known how to adapt, how to overcome. And it's just none of that was shown. Absolutely none of it. The line was terrible. The wide receivers weren't doing anything. Kendrick Bourne didn't see the field the entire game. Finally gets on, catches the 30-yard dime, and then gets taken off for the rest of the game again. Like it just feels like the Patriots still don't know what their team is yet. And seeing a brand new Dolphins team with 2 brand new players, because Tua was not a brand new player, but he doesn't see the field at all, and he's finally getting to show himself out there. And he looked great. It looked fantastic. Tyreek Hill did fantastic. Jalen Waddle played great. Like we just got outclassed on every single level, defensively and offensively, and it looked terrible. And it was embarrassing to watch. Honestly, it felt really slow and it felt really dragged on, and it just got to the point where it wasn't enjoyable to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, quality of play wasn't great in that one. But let's get back to a high quality of play. Let's go our MVPs of the week. I got 2. They're probably tied for me because both played fantastic. One is, or they're both pretty obvious. Josh Allen absolutely just destroyed the Rams. He threw 2 interceptions, but he had four total touchdowns. I mean, he put together a masterpiece and just destroyed the reigning champs. Hard to go against that one. And my other one is probably Justin Jefferson. He had a 2 touchdown game, 9 receptions, 184 yards. That's just masterclass right there. Fantastic receiver, and he's arguably the best receiver in the league right now. And nobody's really taking him out of that spot. So those are my 2 MVPs of the week. Aiden, what do we got?
So yeah, I'll go with 2 here. I'm gonna go with Patrick Mahomes and Devontae Adams. So Mahomes, another big game. People were really questioning, like, can Mahomes still produce at a high level without Tyreek Hill? Or was Hill the offense? And I think he really kind of showed in week 1 that he's the same quarterback that we've known for the past few years. He can still get it done at the level that he has been. And I think that's huge for the Chiefs, being able to have a quarterback like Mahomes that can still succeed by spreading the ball around. So I think he definitely deserved it through a ton of touchdowns, actually. I think was it like 4 at least?
5. Through 5.
Yeah, he threw 5, at least 4. Yeah, he threw 5 touchdowns. So I got him as one. I also got Devontae Adams. He broke out for Las Vegas. Derek Carr did a great job getting him the ball. Had over 150 receiving yards, and I think he's the one piece that the Raiders have been missing on offense. They have Waller there. Josh Jacobs is a solid back. Carr is a borderline Pro Bowler year in and year out, and I think that Adams is, the elite receiver that they've been missing, and I think he continues to play like this MVP level, like we're giving him. It could be a big year for the Raiders.
All right, Harry, what do we got?
I'm kind of pissed because Aiden stole both of mine.
You can do repeats.
No.
What?
No.
I mean, MVP is MVP.
No.
You can't switch your MVP pick.
No. Yep. Just switch them.
Yeah. I gave Harry the Patriots one. I couldn't give him these 2.
Yeah. It's funny that you picked both of mine. Yeah, funny. Anyways, MVPs personally, I'd say. Well, are we doing the most surprising?
We will do that next one.
Okay,
next.
Cool. Then I'll save one of them. So I'm just gonna go with one then. I'd say honestly, Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman with a new team, or sorry, not a new team, new quarterback. He looked like fantastic in that game. He played great, had a touchdown, 121 yards. Yeah, 121 yards on 9 receptions. He played phenomenal. And before the season started, when Matt Ryan got traded over there, everybody was trying to figure out who's going to be his number one guy? Who's going to be his number one guy? And every single time, the one name you kept hearing was Michael Pittman. So of course, everybody's looking at this. Everybody's looking at this game from a fantasy standpoint and from a viewer standpoint, trying to figure out, okay, who's going to be Matt Ryan's guy? And it's very clear to me that he's found his guy, and he played phenomenal. It's a shame to see how the game ended, but
yeah, I know we're gonna get. He wasn't my pick for surprise player, but I would say he's more of a surprise player for me. It's a good pick, definitely an underrated pick. But for my surprise player, I mean, I know Aiden said Mahomes for MVP. He was one of my surprise players. I have two, just because nobody knew how Mahomes was gonna do without Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek,
yeah, and he proved everyone wrong. So I think that's a surprise player for me. And if you want a more like a darker pick, just for a surprise player, I'd probably go Devin Duvernay,
absolutely.
Wide receiver out of Baltimore. He had
what, 3 touchdowns?
He had 54 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 receptions. Yeah, doesn't have the stat line that Justin Jefferson or Pittman or even Jamar Chase or guys like that. But surprise player. I mean, everyone was questioning, where is Lamar going to go without Hollywood Brown? They have Rashad Bateman, but Devin Duvernay stepped up. He had a great game. I mean, the numbers speak for itself. That's a pretty good number for a receiver with a quarterback who runs the ball a lot. I mean, those are my surprise players. Harry, I don't know if you got your guy. I think you said you did.
So I got my guy. But after looking at it, I got 2. First, he's a guy that's been out of the limelight for 2.5 years now. Purely because of injury setting him back.
Oh, I know who you got.
Can you beat me to it?
Saquon Barkley.
Absolutely. Saquon Barkley, 164 yards on the day and a touchdown.
That's a fantastic pick. I forgot about him.
Fantastic
He looked
pick.
I love
it. Fantastic on Sunday. He played great, and watching him play was it brought me back to why everybody was so excited to see Saquon in this league. Why everyone was so excited to see how he could perform on an NFL level. And it brought me back to that feeling. Watching him go out there and just put a train on the entire team. Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I kind of like. Wait, Harry, hold on. I kind of like researched Harry when Harry comes with his information.
Stop it.
When Harry comes with his information, you got it.
Stop it. And number 2, you just said him. Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown looked great on the day for the Eagles, and I think that was another one people were trying to.
No, you're thinking AJ Brown.
Sorry.
Different guys.
Different guys. There's only 3, 4, 5, 6.
It sparked.
There's only 17 of them in the league. Yeah, sorry, AJ Brown. He came from the Titans, and he had a lackluster year with the Titans, just because the Titans didn't pass at all last year. And everybody was saying, okay, well, he's still a phenomenal talent, and watching him do his thing with a brand new quarterback under his wing, and a quarterback who actually has a line, and a quarterback who actually has an arm with good accuracy, that was an entertaining game to watch. And Aiden, that was your pick, right, for game of the week, and that watching 25, him go off.
He had 25 fantasy points without a touchdown. That's pretty damn good.
I know. Watching him go off was fun.
Aiden, what do we got? Surprise player of the week.
All right, so I had 2. The first, as Harry said, was Saquon Barkley. I thought that he looked phenomenal. To the player that I think he's kind of proved in that game, like that's the player that we expected to see pick 2nd overall in the draft. You know, a game-changing running back who not only can be used in the running game, but also receiving wise. So I think that was huge for him to come out like that. So definitely surprised me. I wasn't expecting him to go for 160 yards. And my other guy, going to go to the Philly game, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts looked great in this game. When you showed that you can give him some options like AJ Brown, he really kind of broke out. And I think that's huge for Philly because he's kind of been on the fence. Like, is he elite? Is he just your everyday starter who can be replaced in the draft? It's a big year for him to prove that he can be a star in the league. If not, Philly might have to go in a different direction. So I think coming out strong, like Jalen did, throwing for over 200 yards, he had 2 touchdowns. I think and on top of what he can do, scrambling, running wise, I think that was a big game for Hurts. And if he can continue this level of play, this can make the Eagles a dangerous team and a tough out in the playoffs for sure.
So I have a quick honorable mention that I actually had saving like for this point, the surprise player of the week, and I completely forgot about him until Aiden started. Christian Kirk. What I've been so excited to see what he actually does with Trevor Lawrence. Like started. I mean, they didn't win, yeah, sure. But I've been excited to see what he does at Jacksonville since he got that massive contract for like a wide receiver 2 flex kind of guy on a Cardinals line. He played great. 6 receptions for 117 yards. He played phenomenal. He's a quick, small, fast guy, and it was fun to watch him, and I really enjoyed seeing him play.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna move into team of the week. I don't think we need to give much explanations to these. These are my teams that I think made statements in their games this week. In that I think kind of up or went up on their Super Bowl chances. I got Bills for obvious reasons. Chargers, they looked great. Chiefs, absolutely just manhandled the Cardinals, and the Vikings, who showed that they can be a good team in the NFL. Those are my teams of the week.
So my 4, Bucks, they walked out and dominated the entire game. Honestly, I'd probably say Vegas. Just because Vegas, even though with a loss, even though with a loss, they did look promising. And you got to remember, it's against a really good Chargers team, and that's arguably the best team in that division. So when you go against the number 1 and you have a close game like that, it was fun to watch. I will say that. Another good team for me, the Lions. Absolutely loved seeing what the Lions did. Lions made me very excited. Once again, they lost, but they showed so much growth from last year. And most importantly, I think the team that's improved the most from last year was the Texans. The Texans pulling it off against honestly a pretty damn good Colts lineup. Coming out with a tie is not a bad. I mean, they should have lost that game. Think about it. Robert Blankenship just buffed a kick, and I mean, it's Robert Blankenship or Rodrigo. Sorry, the nerdiest guy in the entire NFL. But it makes sense that they should have lost that game, and they didn't. They wouldn't go away quietly, and they played really well, especially with the brand new quarterback.
Yeah. All right, Aiden, teams of the week.
So yeah, a few teams that I think really made a statement this week were, I mean, obviously the Chiefs and the Bills, blowout wins over considered to be very good NFC West teams, and Cardinals and the Rams, or the Rams and the Cardinals respectively. So I think those 2 teams, but those were kind of like expected to be Super Bowl contenders. So they kind of just proved that they were. But I think some teams that really showed that they can get up to that level were the Chargers and the Vikings. I mean, the Packers have been the class of the NFC North for over a decade now, right? Ever since Rodgers has been there, they've been the team to beat, and the Vikings take them on week 1 and just throttled them.
Embarrass them.
And that must have felt very good for Vikings fans. But I think that more importantly, they showed that not only can they hang with the Packers, they can come in and really beat them down. So I think they really made a statement that they're a legit team to be considered in January. And for the Chargers, I mean, the Raiders and the Chargers too are both revamped teams this offseason. Definitely look to be pushing the Chiefs in the AFC West, but I know that a lot of people have been saying that only two of the 4 teams in that division can really be considered, serious contenders, if you will. And the Chiefs, they have the Super Bowl blood from a few years ago, so they're in that talk. But I think the Chargers really showed that they can take the next step forward with an improved defense. They only gave up 19 points to a Raiders offense now featuring Carr, Adams, and Waller. So that's a really good showing from their defense. And Herbert, as usual, getting it done on offense.
Jay Herbo's a
as long as
dog.
Herbert's on, of course, yeah. As long as Herbert's on, the Chargers will have a chance. I think they proved that week 1.
All right. Just I have an honorable mention for the team of the week, Giants. I don't think they necessarily got there for the team of the week because they're kind of gifted the win, but definitely surprising team.
Especially
Worst team of
starting the game with Daniel Jones taking a fat hit to the dome.
Yeah. Worst team of the week. Again, not much to talk about. Just kind of self-explanatory. Pats, definitely upsetting game. Packers got manhandled. Titans lost to the Giants because they couldn't kick a field goal, and 49ers lost to the Bears when they should be a good team.
The Bears had no offense that entire game too.
Yeah, so just not much explanation. What do we got in?
Yeah, so I mean, it was a toss-up for me between the Patriots and the Packers. I'm gonna go with Green Bay here because I'll give the Patriots some slack. They're trying to figure it out.
Give them to me. Don't give that pick to me. That's what you'll do.
A team with Aaron Rodgers. There's no excuse for losing the way they did. Now the Vikings are a good team. And they should be considered a serious threat to make the Super Bowl out of the NFC, but I mean, it's kind of similar to you look at the years the Patriots had Brady. Brady never had any options after Moss left and Gronk was injured half the time. Brady was leading these teams to the Super Bowl. And I know it's week 1, might be a little bit of an overreaction, but man, Rodgers has got to figure this out. I mean, if he's an all-time great, like people say he is, this is the situations that all-time greats, they pick their teams up and they carry them. And Brady did it for years. Peyton Manning has done it before. This is Rodgers' time, and if the Packers are going to play like they did week 1, that's just not going to cut it. So I have them as the worst team. They can't play like that with the player of Rodgers' caliber leading the way.
Harry, what do we got?
So I'm not going to come out here and be like, "Oh, Jets, oh, Patriots."
Yeah, those are expected bad picks.
Yeah, visibly they're just
Patriots. You're not going Patriots?
I'm not. I'm genuinely not because
right,
I honestly expected them to lose. I did not think we were going to win this game, and because I know Bill, and Bill doesn't improve without people that improve, and without being able to have the people around him that improve. I just realized that this isn't going to work out, especially with Mac now evidently okay, but having to get a back X-ray. It's not looking good for the Patriots. But worst teams, I'm going to have to go with the teams that everybody thought would be really good this year, or everybody thought that would be coming back pretty strong this year. The Cowboys and the Rams. Cowboys, I mean, yes, they lost Dak, which was a big reason why they didn't score late, but they lost him late. They're a really good defensive team, and they let up 19 to the Bucs. Granted, it's Tom Brady and one of the best offensive teams in the entire league.
They only let up 1 touchdown, though.
Yeah, but every single drive led to points, except for 1, 2. I think there were 2 punts that game.
I think it's hard to put that game on the defense. That's my thing. But I agree. I think the Cowboys definitely underperformed. I'm not saying that. I just think hard to put that game on the defense.
Most certainly the Rams. Oh, yeah. Defending champs to walk out and get absolutely squashed by the Bills
on their home field.
At home turf on the first game of the entire year, to walk out and have
they're hanging the banner up too.
Yeah, they're all happy, they're all excited, and to walk out.
OBJ was there and tweeted about the Bills, not the Rams.
Yes, and it just shows that without Odell to show some shine and take away some light from Cooper Kupp, they have absolutely nothing to work with because Allen Robinson isn't that guy. He isn't. TJ Higbee or Tyler Higbee? Or TJ Hawkinson, sorry. No, who is it? It's Tyler Higbee.
Tyler Higbee.
Yeah, that's what, sorry.
Hawkinson's Lions.
These Lions. But yeah, TJ Higbee is not that guy. Allen Robinson's not that guy. Everybody knows Cooper Kupp is that guy. Shut up.
I spoke too soon about the research.
Shut your freaking mouth. They have similar names and look the exact same.
Love you, Harry.
I love you too. But even then, Matt Stafford was gross that entire game. He was gross. He wasn't putting up anything. Cooper Kupp was the only person that really shined, and that was expected from everybody. It's just embarrassing to see the defending champs walk out and put up the second most points lost against, 21, in their opening game of the year. That's the second most a team has lost points differential wise. A defending champ coming in first game of the year. That's the most they've lost. 22 is the highest. They got 21 points lost. That is terrible.
Yep. All right, let's get into worst players. Joe Burrow is my worst player. 5 turnovers by himself. Yeah, he kind of redeemed himself coming back in that game. Unacceptable as a guy of his caliber coming off a Super Bowl appearance. Can turn the ball over 5 times. Absolutely atrocious. That is just embarrassing. First play of the game, throws a pick six. Absolutely embarrassing. He's my worst player of the week. Book it. Cheers. Harry, what do we got?
I have 2, Matt Stafford and Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers didn't throw for a touchdown. Instead, he threw for an interception. The only touchdown they had was a rushing touchdown, which they got bailed out on. And Matt Stafford, similar thing to the whole Joe Burrow argument. Joe Burrow came back though. Joe Burrow, actually, okay, let's put my fucking helmet on straight and let's start playing football. Matt Stafford looked like he was still playing on the Lions. He didn't know what was going on out there. He didn't reel the game back in. He just kept throwing interceptions. 3 interceptions. I mean, sure, he threw 1 touchdown, but 240 yards with 3 interceptions, unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable.
All right, Aiden, worst player of the week.
Yeah, I think it's kind of hard to disagree that it was Joe Burrow. I mean, you can't turn the ball over 4 times the way he did. And
4
fumble.
interceptions,
Yeah,
1
and a
fumble.
fumble.
5 times, even better.
Even worse.
Yeah,
Even worse.
Yeah, you can't expect to turn the ball over 5 times and win the game, especially coming off the year that he did. That's just such an underperformance for him. The first touchdown of the season in all games was his pick 6. So that absolutely atrocious showing. And the Steelers are not a bad team. They're better than people think they are. But there's no excuse for the Bengals to lose that. Coming off of a Super Bowl run, where they easily could have won that Super Bowl if they had just converted that 4th down towards the end of the game there, that iced the game for the Rams. But I don't know, Joe Burrow, you got to be better than that. Because if he had just played even average, not necessarily good, but not bad either, they would have won by double digits. So that's just an embarrassing showing from Burrow, and he's the worst player of the week, obviously.
When's the last time we saw the 2 Super Bowl teams both take L's in their first week?
Not just take L's, completely suck.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's get into stock up, stock down. We'll go through every team. Just give you stock up, stock down. Let's not even get into debates. I think
cool.
Let's just run it. Just to end this episode, we'll do that. All right, ready? I'll just go down the line of games, just team by team. Bills, stock up for me.
Stock up.
Rams, stock down.
Oh, easy down.
Patriots, stock down.
Very far down.
Yeah,
I mean,
down a lot.
It seems like we're going stock up, stack down because based on who wins and who loses, but that's not the case. Just bear with us. Dolphins.
Stock up, easy.
I got stock down. They did not play well. We gave them that game.
The Dolphins won, but they didn't impress me that much. I still don't think I'm still not buying into Tua. I'm just not.
I didn't think they beat it. I didn't think they beat us. We beat ourselves, I think.
Yeah,
I think the defense
we
really
lost
stopped
the game. They didn't beat us.
I think the defense was really good on the Dolphin side of the ball.
All right, Saints.
Our offense hasn't been able to do anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the preseason
Saints, stock up.
Stock up.
Saints for stock up.
Yeah, I'd go stock up on the Saints.
Falcons. I mean, I think they just think they stay the same for me.
No, I'd also stock up.
I'd go stock up with Atlanta.
I'd say stock up.
I'm going staying the same for me. 49ers definitely stock down.
Oh God, yes. Stock
Yeah.
down by a mile.
Bears, I'm going stock up. That's impressive win.
Stock up, yeah.
I honestly, I think I'm staying the same. Only because they didn't produce. Like their offense was very, very slow. The only reason why they won was because the 49ers couldn't get anything going.
It was a very wet game though.
Yes.
Steelers stock up for me. I mean, they shouldn't have won that.
absolutely.
They shouldn't have won the game
Yeah.
after
Actually,
everything else. But I would
Steelers
still go
deserve to
stock
win
up.
that game.
So
So many
I'm,
turnovers they forced. Their defense looked fantastic. I mean,
I'm
they got some injuries, but
yes, that's why I'm going stock down. They lost TJ Watt to a torn pec. Stock down.
Probably.
They're not gonna perform like they did this week.
yeah. But I think because of their performance, I'm going stock up. I'm not
Okay.
like
Yeah.
That's fair.
I go
Bengal-
stock up with
I'm looking in the future.
yeah.
4 steps ahead.
Bengals stock down.
Stock fucking down.
yeah, way down for Cincinnati.
Eagles stock up.
Yeah.
They look good.
Stock
Yep.
up.
Easy. Stock up.
Lions stock up. I mean,
Oh,
they
big
they
time
performed.
stock up.
They
Big
competed.
time stock up.
Ravens stay the same. I mean, that's an
No.
expected win.
No, stock up. Honestly, looking at Lamar play like that again, that was good. That
But
was really
it's against
good.
the Jets, so I have a hard
but he's
time judging.
throwing.
Yeah.
He's
I
throwing.
kind
though.
of want to see the Ravens against.
Yeah, but when your
a little
receivers
bit
are that wide
better
open.
team, judge them.
Dude,
Yeah.
if I'm playing quarterback and my receivers are that wide open, I'm hitting all those passes. Obviously not. I'm not. But like, you get what I
Yeah,
mean.
I'm sure.
Like
I'm sure you are.
anybody in the NFL could hit those receivers. They're wide open. Jets. I mean, that's an expected loss. Stock stays the same.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
say stock up or down yet because we haven't seen Zach Wilson play.
That was just
when
mad.
you're already at rock bottom, you can't really go down any further. So
If
either
anything-
they impressed or they didn't. So I'm just gonna
If-
keep it there.
If anything, it's stock up because they only lost by
Yeah.
15.
They
Yeah.
can't go down any further.
For real.
Jaguars and Commanders. Honestly, Jaguars stock up. I mean, I didn't
agree.
think they should have even been in that game. And
Yeah.
I'd actually go Commanders stock down because I feel like that should have been a game they killed in.
I agree. I agree with both of those statements.
Yeah, I'd go.
Trevor Lawrence
for
didn't change
Commanders-
much.
For Commanders, I might go stock up just because Carson Wentz looked really good in this game, and I think
That's
he's
really true.
key for them. So if he gets back anywhere close to that MVP level, the Commanders could easily compete for the NFC East title.
Especially with the Cowboys going to be out of the race.
Oh,
yeah.
big time.
All right, Browns. I'm going stock up. That's an impressive win with Jacoby Brissett at quarterback. I'm going stock up.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'd go stock up.
Panthers definitely stock down. That's
Oh,
embarrassing.
100%. 100%. You expect so much from that team too.
Mhm.
Like, or at an early rate, you still expect a lot from that team.
Colts. I'm going stock down. They shouldn't have tied that team. They
Yeah.
should have beat that team easily.
Yeah, they should have won easily. The fact that they tied is embarrassing.
Yes.
Texans stock way up.
That's
That's
my-
Oh,
impressive.
big
Yeah.
It's like a Lions statement.
Really
Mhm.
tie.
Giants. I'd go stock up. They won the game. I mean, that's more than
Stock up because
can
Saquon looks
expect
really
from
good again.
Yeah, stock up.
Titans way down.
Oh, big time.
Yeah,
Big time.
Titans can't be that high. Yeah, down.
Packers. I'm going stock down, even though I thought they were going to suck. I've been saying that. But I think stock down just because
That's the
they
difference
lost pretty
between
bad.
that's the difference between the greatest quarterback of all time and the best quarterback of all time. Just saying.
So you guys all going stock down on the Packers?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Down.
Vikings stock up. I mean, they look
Way
good.
up. Way
Um,
up.
Chiefs stock way up for me. That was an impressive win.
Yes.
Oh,
stock's
big
up.
time. Yeah, stock. I wouldn't say way up, but definitely up because of the loss of Tyreek Hill and to be able to perform like that. Definitely.
Cardinals is staying the same for me.
Agreed.
I expected them to be meh.
Agreed. Especially without D Hop for a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And no Christian
Raiders.
Kirk.
Raiders, I'm probably going stock staying the same. I thought they were going to lose that game. They lost a close game. Hard to put them down when they lost to a team like Chargers.
I would say stock up
I
only
know.
because they performed pretty damn well
Yeah.
against that defense.
Yeah, I'd agree with Harry. I'd go stock up just because I didn't expect the Raiders to win either, but they did impress me with what they can do in the future in regards to their team.
If they can fix their struggles on defense, they're going to be a very scary team.
All right, Chargers stock up. Good win. Showed
yeah.
that they can compete at a high level.
Yep.
And Sunday Night Football, Buccaneers, Cowboys. Buccaneers stock up. Everyone thought that was going to be a closer game. I got stock up for the Bucs.
So I'm gonna say stock up for the Bucks and stock way, way, way down for the Cowboys.
Actually, I'm going to take that back. I'm going stock saying the same for the Bucs because I thought they should have won that game, and they just showed that they're still a good team.
No, I think they looked really good at a 45-year-old Tom Brady without Gronk, so I'm definitely gonna stay at stock up.
Yeah,
But he
I'm
has
for the
Mike
Bucs.
Evans, Julio Jones,
Yeah,
Chris
I'm
Godwin.
kind of leaning. I'm kind of on the fence. I'm gonna go with stay the same, but I was leaning a little bit towards stock down because I thought that they should have won that game, or at the very least scored more points. And I know Dallas has a great defense, but I mean the Bucs with one of the best offenses, if they want to be, a serious threat to beating a team like the Bills or the Chiefs or the Rams, if they can figure it out, and same with the Bengals that have high-powered offenses, they're going to need to score more. I mean, regardless. I mean, you have Tom Brady, you have Godwin. Whenever I don't think his hamstring injury was that bad, so he should be back relatively soon. Mike Evans, you got to put up more points. So, but I'll just go with stay the same. The end of the day, they got the W. That's all that really matters.
So, Cross, I know you're eager to cut it off now, but to the people listening in the future, it is currently 10:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and
On Monday.
the Broncos and Seattle are having a game.
Geno
right now.
Smith's playing fantastic.
Geno Smith is playing great.
We're not going to grade those just because. I mean,
Yes.
I don't think we should grade them just because the game's not over. But if I were to, I'm not going to grade the Broncos, but Seahawks up considering they're even in this game.
I would say that in this game they're winning this game.
I know, but like the fact
But
that they're in this game is
Geno's
impressive.
outplaying Russell Wilson right now.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying I don't because this Geno Smith could throw 4 interceptions in the next 5 minutes, like next 5 drives. We don't know, so I'm not going to grade them yet. I just that's why we're not grading them. So
Anywho,
Harry,
that has been a
good episode.
That has been a very nice warm welcome back into the NFL, and I am very excited to keep doing these along the weeks as they go.
I think we should do this every week.
I completely agree. Shout out to me for this idea.
You know what? I come up with every other idea. So
Yeah. Well, guess what? Who came up with the Marvel basketball lineup? Huh? Who came up with the video game characters basketball lineup? Huh? Who came with
All right, that's the.
You know what? I love
That's the
big
end.
guys. I love the big guys because they eat a bowl of cereal and finish every last drop of milk.
That's not even what you said.
And bowl of Cheerios.
You correct me every time I say it. So
Shut your mouth. Where's
All
my
right.
shirt? Where's my shirt?
all right, we should make that a shirt. All right. So that's all we got for NFL Week 1 recap. Good episode. I've been Cross.
I've always been Harry.
And I've been Aiden.
Thank you all for listening or watching. Be sure to check us out on Instagram at offbeat_sports, on TikTok at offbeat sports. We are rolling on both those platforms, so go check them out. Give us a follow. Give us some likes. Subscribe to our YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube. Harry's still acting a fool. So
I'm
we're
waiting
just
for
gonna
my
cut
shirt.
this off.
I'm waiting for my shirt.
This episode was brought to you.
Shirt coming soon.
Yep, and we will see you next time on
Adios, guys.
Offbeat Sports.
Later.